What's going on, guys? Today we have another video and we are back here with Crait week 19, I believe. And as you guys can tell by the thumbnail and the title, and maybe by these two beautiful guys we got right here, we do have both of the AT-M6 walkers. As you guys know, I will be including two walkers in my mock, obviously staying very true and very authentic to the Battlefront 2 Galactic Assault mode. As some of you may know, I did spend the last about 2 weeks and probably a combined about 20 hours total throughout these past 2 weeks building these guys. Last week we did have the legs done and I did show you that, and basically there was 3 nights this week where I basically was up until 3 a.m. building these massive AT-M6s. And if you guys haven't followed my Instagram, definitely go ahead and check it out at TheBrickWiz. If you guys do follow my account, you'll obviously have already seen these massive AT-M6s. But really quickly, I do want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Michał Kozłowski. I'll leave his name right here. I'll leave all of his information down below in the description. He is the very, very talented creator, designer of every single aspect of this brand new AT-M6. For those of you wondering, no, I did not use Rich Boy J's model, and I am going to get into that in just a little bit. But I do want to let you guys know that these bad boys are for sale, the instructions and the parts list for Bricklink. So if you guys want to go ahead and contact Michał. Just one more time, again, thank you so much, Michał. These AT-M6s came out amazing. I am going to be doing my own individual review and thought video probably sometime this coming week. Today is going to essentially be a brief overview of the walkers themselves, giving you guys a lot of views about how the AT-M6s scale with the wall right here. So it's obviously very exciting, and like I said before, I think this is definitely going to be the most exciting update video, so you guys are definitely not going to want to miss any of this. One last time, I do want to plug his name, Michał Kozłowski. Again, all this stuff is in the description, guys. If you want to go ahead and copy yourself some of the instructions or the actual parts list that you can order from Bricklink, definitely go ahead and contact him down in the description. But without any more delay, guys, I'm going to take you guys off the tripod and let's jump right on in to this week's segment. Alright guys, so here we have one of the AT-M6s, and now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually give you guys a brief little overview or like a tour of the actual AT-M6 to show you guys all the different aspects and stuff like that. And then after we do that, I'm going to place it over there. I'm going to show you guys how I plan on placing both walkers in terms of the mock. But first, let's actually just start out with the AT-M6 head itself. The cockpit does open, so it's really, really awesome. You guys can put a random minifigure in there. Unfortunately, I don't have my minifigures right now, so I'm going to have to hold off on that. But you guys can see there is plenty of room for at least 2 minifigures right there. It almost reminds me of like a UCS TIE Fighter cockpit, just the way it's built and kind of the way it's organized. So I am a huge fan of that. Obviously, it does retract, so that is awesome like that. And then once you kind of fit it like there, you get to see that really menacing AT-M6 look. Now, I do plan on putting light up bricks inside to make the red pop out a little bit more. I don't have the necessary funds or the parts for that just yet, so I do plan on ordering that sometime soon this week. But all the guns do move on either side, so we have the turrets on the sides here, which do move up and down, as well as these guys right here, which I really am a fan of how these turned out. I think if you just get a really nice picture right there, like that is the AT-M6. That is just an absolutely menacing, honestly a terrifying and horrifying AT-M6 walker. But then on the front, guys, we do have the, I would even go as far as to say that this cannon right here is pretty iconic. Now, one of the really awesome things about this guy is there's actually a knob back here that you can pull in and out to control. So obviously, if you push it forward, it goes in the forwardmost position. You can lift it up and down to give it some different, I don't know, just different angles, I guess. And then you can obviously pull it back to kind of retract back inside the AT-M6. But that was a really cool mechanism. That was a little tricky to get done, but I think it looks really, really cool. So I guess if you were to refer to one of the scenes in The Last Jedi when Kylo Ren orders pretty much every single AT-M6 to shoot at Luke Skywalker, you can imagine all their guns kind of just pulling up like this and aiming up. And I think that's just a really cool aspect of the entire thing. And I think right there, I think that is actually my favorite aspect of the entire walker itself. Now, moving towards the back here, we do have the iconic or noticeable fuel cells that are along the back. I'm going to try and get a little better lighting for you guys to see the back side of this walker. But again, I really am a huge fan of how all this slopes and how like the armor just slopes back and makes this really, really nice looking just back of the walker. And I think that looks great. The fuel cells look absolutely amazing. And again, like I said before, you have the knob right there that does control that front gun. So I think this looks amazing. I think this walker looks absolutely fantastic. And I'm just going to give you guys a better angle of this walker. And you could just see how menacing and how just absolutely terrifying this entire walker is. And I feel like that right there is something that I wanted to really achieve when I included an AT-M6 walker, and something that wasn't really achievable in the actual LEGO set. So once again, great credit to Michał for making such an awesome looking walker. And again, I will give you guys a scale right here for the minifigure. and you can kind of see how big this walker actually is. So it's definitely a big walker. Now, it is not as big as Rich Boy Jay's, and I know that a lot of people are going to comment down below asking why I didn't use his, and that is because I feel like both of these walkers are, in a way, they're kind of separate entities. I think Rich Boy Jay's, obviously his is freaking amazing, but it doesn't work with the mock that I'm going for, you know? His turrets are up to here, mine are down there. Essentially, my walker is only about, maybe, I want to say 2/3 of his height, maybe even a little bit less than that. So the reason why I didn't go with Rich Boy Jay's design was simply because of the fact that it would throw the entire scale of the mock off. The walker would end up being taller than the wall and the mountain itself, and I think that that's something that would have really severely hurt my mock in terms of its enjoyability and just, I guess, overall accuracy. So I think that the walker that I decided to go with is the best option for me. No doubt, I think that the scale looks absolutely fantastic, which I'm a huge fan of, and I think once I'm going to put the walkers on there to show you guys how it kind of relates in the entirety of the mock, I think you guys are going to see why I ultimately decided to go with this design and not Jay's design. Both are fantastic, however, I do gotta say, but this scale just works more efficiently and just more professionally with the specific scale that I'm going for. Now, I do also want to show you guys the interior of this AT-M6 walker. It's nothing special. There's just a few different seats inside if you guys can get a decent look. I know the lighting is kind of trash in there, but there's 4 seats in there. Again, nothing kind of crazy. It is perfect room for a minifigure to fit in there, but it's just another cool aspect of the AT-M6 that I think is really, really cool. So I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. Like I said before, I'm going to be doing a whole entire review. But right now, guys, I'm actually going to put down the camera. I'm going to put the AT-M6 over there so I can show you guys how exactly I plan on using these AT-M6 walkers in terms of the mock, and I'll give you guys a really grand scale of what we got going on so far. Alright guys, so this is roughly the area in which I'll be placing the AT-M6 walkers. If you guys are familiar with Battlefront 2, you will know that basically the Galactic Assault is essentially like Walker Assault, in which there are 2 walkers that the Resistance is trying to obviously destroy, and the First Order is obviously advancing with these walkers. But right now, I do want to give you guys an overall shot as to how this mock is coming over. So let me just back up as far as I can. And this thing's really, really coming together. You guys can see, I think that this scale right here with the walkers and the whole entire base wall and the mountain, I think that's really awesome. One thing I do want to show you guys is that I'm actually debating on maybe increasing the wall by one more height, like one more segment. So let me know what you guys think of that. I'm not sure how exactly that will turn out in the end, but once again, just let me know what you think of me kind of raising that base wall. I figured I have the pieces, so I might as well. So again, let me know down below what you think of that. But I think these walkers look absolutely fantastic. Let me just give you guys another angle as to how this whole entire mock is coming over. So it's coming together way, way better than I ever could have imagined. You guys can see here, we got a nice picture of the walkers aiming at that turret right there. And we're hopefully trying to get a, maybe we can get a cut of the Resistance trench, maybe looking up at the walker and see how menacing this thing is. And you guys can see, just it's huge, you know? Honestly, I spend part of my day just staring at the walkers themselves now because I think they just look so great. And I cannot wait to just salt the bottom and get those footprints going. But I think that the inclusion of these walkers is not only really, really pivotal, but I think it also makes that scale just even that much more enjoyable. So I'm very, very happy that I was able to pick this guy up. So guys, I think that is enough for this week's segment. I will go ahead and outro the video. But like I said one last time, guys, I am missing these base plates right here. I'm working on them downstairs, so that is why it looks very empty right there. But just to give you guys a scale, I mean, just look at this. Like, I know my crate mock isn't the biggest out there, but I think that with the room that I got, I'm definitely putting in the work, and I think this looks really, really awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and outro the video, guys, and I will see you there. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this week's video. One last time, I got to plug my man, Michał, Kozłowski. Man, in the description, go check out everything if you guys want to copy yourself the instructions or the parts list to build this AT-M6 by yourself. All the contact information is down below. So if you guys ever want to contact him, definitely go check him out. Once again, Michał, thank you so much for coming up with such an amazing design. I think the AT-M6 walker, like I said previously, is just the perfect scale for me. As you guys saw throughout this entire video, the scale between the mountain and the wall and the AT-M6 is something that I really, really like and I really adore, and I'm very, very happy that he came up with an AT-M6. It's such a better alternative to using the actual Lego set. So I think it was a really, really great design. I would definitely go ahead and recommend these walkers to anybody. It's amazing, amazing detail. But yeah, it's going to wrap up this week, guys. Now, like I said before in the intro, I do want to take this time to tell you about the coming weeks for Crait that we have going on. So this week, Thursday, May 24th, I'm supposed to get my last Bricklink and Pick-a-Brick order. In that order, guys, is going to be everything I need to finish both the mountain and the remaining salts. And then we are done with Crait. That is actually a really kind of crazy thing to say. So that being said, next week we should have more mountain and salt progress done completely. And then the following week will be the finale. That's going to be the week where I showcase to you guys all the minifigures that I'm going to be using, all the heroes, the villains, all the different classes that I have kind of customized and constructed from Battlefront 2, obviously since it's a Battlefront 2 mock. But like I said before, so the next week, so a week from today, is going to be the segment with the finished salt as well as the mountains. The following is going to be the finale, and then the following week is going to be the huge cinematic reveal that we have all been waiting for. So 3 weeks left of building Crait, technically only 2 episodes left, so this is kind of crazy to say, but we are almost done with building Crait, guys. I started this project in December, and now it is May, what is it, May 18th, 19th, whatever today is. So it's crazy. We definitely come a long way, but I think the AT-M6s are absolutely phenomenal. Like I said before, last time, I'm going to plug my man. Go in the description, check him out. Go ahead and copy yourself these instructions. You're definitely going to want to build yourself one of these bad boys. But that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button for me if you guys enjoyed these AT-M6s. Like I said before, there's going to be a specific and separate AT-M6 video, review kind of video coming out later. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. One last time, in the description, all the information that you need to check out this guy and the walkers. But that's going to wrap up the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you later. Peace.